Hello.
Hi, Dustin.
Hey, Autumn. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. First of all, let me just say thank you for joining. We know you're really, really busy with rehearsals and everything going on, so we appreciate you really taking the time to talk to us today.
You're welcome, of course.
Well, and officially, I guess this is the official welcome inside the Crazy Ant Farm.
Yeah.
So.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right. Let me say this first of all. You've been killing it lately. I mean, we've been talking and we've been getting ready for the show and doing the research. And of course, we're all huge fans anyway, so we know. But I mean, you ended 2018 with your last Hallmark movie, which was the highest rated show on cable on the night that it premiered, like 2.4 million viewers. Yeah. Then you made your directorial debut in New York with the musical reading of City of Light, which was awesome. You starred in the hottest scripted podcast in the country, America 2.0. And now you're like kicking off 2019. You did your second directing, right? With a musical reading of Modern, right? I think it was.
Yes.
You got the Hallmark movie coming out, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. And you're headed back to the stage in an acting role, right?
Busy lady.
That's correct. Exactly. I'm on my way to rehearsal right now. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of been nonstop now that I think about it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we're all just huge fans here. And to see the success that you've been having, it's just been awesome.
Thank you. It feels really good. I feel very creatively excited right now. And that doesn't always happen. And so it's nice to be in that place in life.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's one of the things we talk about here, too. And then we're going to obviously we want to talk all about the upcoming projects. But I think that one of the things that really resonates well with all of our listeners, because in case you didn't know, we have a ton of Autumn Reeser fans who listen to the show. They're like more than excited that you're on right now. I think it's for the same reasons that we're all huge fans. When you are so inspirational, your posts and you're huge on social media on Instagram, and I feel like when you hit these strides that you're hitting and you're in a happy place and you share these stories of what you're going through and how you're getting, I think it's so inspirational for the people that follow you. And you kind of like, hey, if you're having a bad day, it's okay. It's going to do this and that. I think that plays a huge part into why you have such a huge fan base.
Thank you. That makes me feel really good. Yeah, I think I think that I'm always sharing what I'm going through, like if I'm having a hard day, sometimes I'll post something motivational because I need to be motivated.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I need to be motivated, there's got to be other people out there who need it today too. We're all part of the same collective. So
absolutely. And I really appreciate, and I know everybody like that you're so real. Because, I mean, if people, I got to assume like, well, if Autumn's going through it, then it's okay for me to go through it. You are a genuine, real person.
Yeah.
And I feel like that again, resonates so well with your fans.
Yeah, very much a people person.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And I think that's why Hallmark is such a perfect fit. Let's jump into this. Your 8th film for Hallmark. I mean, that's crazy. First of all, 8 films.
I know, 8. I can't believe it. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
My goal is to get to at least 10. That's my goal.
That's your goal. I think you got it. Because if, at least from the fans we've heard from, like, if you don't do a follow up to A Country Wedding, things are going to get ugly. I know.
Let me tell you, I've taken that idea to Hallmark, and there was a positive response. So that's what I'm hoping to see happen as well.
Oh, that would be incredible. And I'll tell you what, I mean, that seems to be the favorite amongst people. So I think, man, I'm excited for it. I can tell you that. Your last one was fantastic, though. Season for Love. Like I said, it was the most watched program on its premiere night. And it just, like, it was booming. And it was really fun. First of all, it made reference to the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. So I was loving it right there.
Great.
But yeah, it just, and this one has a kicking theme too, right? Coming out, it has a kicking theme as well.
Yeah, in the one this summer, I was a chef, and in this one, I am not a chef. I don't cook. I just work in the food business, and Kevin is the chef.
Right, and it's called Love on the Menu, right?
Yes, it used to have a different title, so I was like, what is it called now? It's called Love on the Menu, yes.
Awesome. And so you're like, I hope I get this right, and you could correct me if not, but you're like this corporate raider type person who wants to like use his food in like a frozen food empire. Is that right? Something along those lines?
Yeah, so I work at a frozen food company. I think I'm the head of product development, and my job is to come up with like new ideas to keep frozen foods hot. Ha ha, wink wink. And there's a chef, I think it takes place in Seattle, and there's a chef, Hank Daniels, whose food I like, and I come up with this idea, like, work with him to develop recipes that freeze well, that people can make at home. And so I approach him to go into business with me. We find out his restaurant isn't doing so well, and so we start working together to get the restaurant up and running and to develop these products. And then, of course, we fall in love along the way. Because,
of course, yeah. It's a Hallmark movie. If you didn't, it wouldn't be a Hallmark movie, right?
Exactly.
So, okay, well, and you said, he wrote this one, right?
He did, yeah, which is really cool.
Now, he's on a Hallmark show, is he not? So he's got a huge following of people coming, right?
Yeah, he's on One Calls the Heart.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we know we got plenty of Hardee's. I've seen the hashtag everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, when you were coming on the show, it was like Hallmarkies, Hardee's, and Westies, or Chessies were all everywhere. So,
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, you're huge on Hallmark, and I'm pretty sure you're aware, but, I mean, you have, like, this massive Hallmark following, so that's a good thing.
Great. It makes me happy that people like these movies that we're doing.
I wanted to talk a little bit about that too, because Hallmark itself has had just this massive growth over the last few years. It's success in the cable industry has been huge. From year to year, it's in the top 15.
Yeah.
The countdown to Christmas is the only cable channel that's seen growth year over year.
Yeah. Some films are bigger than some sports channel viewers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I think that has a lot to do with, because I think I saw Mr. Abbott say once that he bills Hallmark now as the happy place.
Yeah.
Like, and with all of the stuff and turmoil and kind of stuff that we're going on within society today, in the world today, this is a place you can come and you're just going to find happy, uplifting, good stuff.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I mean, so much of the way that the news works is on fear, is on making us afraid of each other and making us afraid to live in the world. And I think that we're oversaturated with that. And you can turn on Hallmark, and you're not going to get triggered by something. You're going to be soothed. You're going to get to just like take a breath, like from life. Life can be pretty hard.
It can be.
You can go to Hallmark and just have a glass of wine or a cup of tea and sit down with anybody in your family and be able to just be for a couple hours. And I think that's really valuable in today's day and age. There's so much uncertainty and negativity out there.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I think you nailed it. You can sit down with your family, because there's not a whole lot of family entertainment these days where you could just anybody, it's young girls, young boys, husband, wives, who can all just sit together and enjoy something. I mean, so it's really nice to be able to have that outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
And I mean, you're killing it. Like I said, 8 of them. So, I mean, I guess
exactly.
people like you.
Few.
Just a few. Yeah.
Although it's so funny because I cut my hair finally earlier this year. I've done 2 of these movies with my hair short, and my hairstylist was at a hair convention in, I want to say, like Iowa or something, and he was taking questions from the audience, and one of the ladies raised her hand and was like, "Are you the one that cut Autumn Reeser's hair? Long." She's like, "I watch Hallmark and I want her hair long again."
Oh my gosh.
So, I don't know. People have opinions on that. For the most part, I've gotten really positive feedback.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. All the comments that I always see is everybody saying how much they love the short hair, but apparently not. Not everybody.
I know. They wait until my hairstylist travels, and then they're just going to, throw it out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Attack him.
I love it though. You've kind of changed up your whole look, not just the hair, but the style, and I think it just reflects the change you're kind of going through in life, and you can see it making its progression throughout. And I think it's a fantastic thing.
Thank you.
So, okay, you're getting ready to hit the stage again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been really, really, I don't think I do Thrilling Adventure Hour where we would, we have stage performances, but they're more like concert readings where you're holding your script the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's minimal rehearsal, and it's a great opportunity to get back on stage, but it's completely different than doing a full run of a play. And I think it's been like 15 years. I grew up in theater, but I have been so focused on film and television and starting a family that that was not a possibility to, take multiple months out of my schedule to do that.
Right.
Until now, I feel like life's starting to settle down a little bit. My boys are 5 and 7. Like, I have a little bit more of the space to do that, and it's been really, really fulfilling, really challenging, but really fulfilling.
Well, that's good. And it's called Too Much Sun, right? And it's exciting because it is a play. It's not a musical, it's a play.
It's a play. It's a Nikki Silver play that had its premiere in New York off Broadway,
oh, nice.
About three years ago. And then there was some stuff that went on where they were going to go to Broadway and then they didn't, and so it hasn't been performed since, and we were lucky enough to get the rights to it for the West Coast premiere. This is the first time I think that it's being performed since, I want to say, like 2014 at an Equity Theater.
Oh wow, cool. That's awesome. Yeah. And it's got a pretty good run. It's going to run all through March and half through April, right? Yeah,
at the Odyssey Theater in LA.
Awesome. And towards the end, we're going to tell everybody where they can find you, and of course to watch the movie tomorrow night.
Of course.
You brought up Thrilling Adventure Hour, which, by the way, anybody who doesn't know, you should go definitely listen to that.
Yeah.
She plays Amelia Earhart, and it's fantastic. Battling Nazis, all different kinds of stuff.
Yeah, right.
It's really entertaining. But I wanted to bring that up because of America 2.0. It seems like a scripted podcast type thing is huge right now. Everybody's trying to jump on that bandwagon, and I think you guys struck gold with America 2.0.
Yeah.
That was like the hottest thing going for like ever.
Yeah. By the way, JS says hi.
Yes, JS says hi.
I love him. He's such a good guy.
He is. He saw that we were interviewing. He's like, "Oh, be sure to tell her I said hi." Okay. So, congrats on that, though. I mean, in the whole political climate and everything that's kind of going on, it was so refreshing to see something political that you could actually listen to and get behind and not get angry with. You know?
Yeah, because it wasn't about taking sides. It was about telling a story of like hope and possibility, and it wasn't partisan.
Absolutely. And so we have to ask, I mean, and we were so lucky enough to come out to LA and see you guys at the America 2.0 premiere and everything, and that was incredible. Everybody involved with that project is just like the nicest people ever.
Seriously. And promote each other like crazy.
I know you're like number 5, I think, of the America 2.0 that we've had on the show. So that's pretty awesome. But what I want to say is I think everybody's kind of hoping for a sequel because, it was pretty popular, and I would love to see it as a TV show, honestly, as a series. So, I mean, would you be on board with that?
Sure. I mean, the people always ask me things like, if they rebooted the OC, would you do it? I'm always like, I'm up for anything. That's kind of like the exciting thing about my career. I never know what's happening. I couldn't tell you if they are going to make it into a TV series or not. But given the right set of circumstances, most things I'm like, yeah, sure. But, we'd have to see if they make it and they're like, oh, but we're shooting it in, I don't know, somewhere very far away over Christmas, then maybe I would say no.
Right.
Like, you never know.
Like, listen.
There's that priority thing again.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
And that's good. That's a great thing, though. I can't imagine Seth without his chief of staff, though. You gotta. They need to make that work if they do move forward with it. Yeah, I mean, she's got to be there. She's, and plus, I want to know what's going on with the reporter.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they kind of put that out there, and we got to know.
Like,
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh yeah. That's awesome. You've been doing a lot of work. I mentioned that you made your directorial debut, so you've kind of moved behind the camera a little bit too. How was that? What was that like? Were you and now we know you're pitching to Hallmark, so that's good. Could we see you maybe doing some behind the scenes stuff with Hallmark as well, behind the camera?
Sure, I would definitely be open to that. That's directing for me is a long-term goal. It's there's a lot that goes into it that I'm in the learning process of at this point. I'm not like trying to push that really hard right now because I do have so many commitments as an actor and as a parent too. So, but that's a goal of mine for sure.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up, the parent, because I think that's, again, why you have a lot of fans. I mean, you are so inspirational to so many women because you're out there and you're just killing it. You never once does it appear like you ever are not there for the family. All the posts that you make with the boys and I mean, you're clearly fully involved as a parent. and working. And I think that, I mean, so many women out there look at that and go, well, yeah, it can be done. Because I think a lot of people fear, like, do I have a kid? Do I not? Can I do this? And I mean, we talked about right at the beginning of the interview how busy you've been over the last year or so, and yet not once have you neglected on the parenting side of it, which is huge.
Yeah, it's definitely challenging. You know, I think anybody out there who's a working parent is just it's a huge challenge. And I think the thing for me is being present where I am. Like I used to try and like be with my kids and like answer emails, and it was stressful. And if anybody who's a parent knows, like the second you get on a phone call around your kid, that's when they need to talk to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they've been ignoring you for the past hour, and then the second you get on a phone call, they're like, "Mom,
Right.
mom." So
Absolutely.
I stopped trying to do both, and it basically it means you sacrifice some things. Like there are just times where I'm like, no, I'm not available to go on that meeting because I have my kids in that time. And so that just it's made everybody's stress level go way down to just be where I'm at and to be realistic and honest about my limitations with the people in my life, to not try and please everybody. And to just go, like, sometimes I have to tell people, I'm like, I'll see you in 3 months.
Right.
Like, I literally do not right now because of my commitment to my kids and these projects. And that's what's bringing me life and joy. I'm like, literally, we can go to lunch in 3 months.
Yeah.
There you go.
You have to be willing to disappoint people in order to serve these things that are high priorities.
Right.
And for me, that is being a good parent and, you know, being the best artist that I can be.
I love that. You have to be willing to disappoint people. That, I think that's a great thing, because I think a lot of people have a hard time doing that.
Honestly, I wish more people would.
Right?
Like,
I mean, it's like you just need space away every now and then. Like, nope, I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
So what's coming up? We got the movie coming up. What's the future look like for you? What do you have going on beyond the play, beyond the Hallmark movies? We know you said you want to try to do 10, and you pitched one, but what's it looking like for you?
I mean, I've got the play for the next couple months. I'm finishing up a movie that I started last year called La Llorona that we shot it down in Mexico.
Oh, nice.
And didn't finish. We have some underwater work to do.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that we need to do here in LA. And so I know I'm going to do that at some point this spring. And then the play, I think, runs until the end of April. And then that's the kind of, I mean, that's what's exciting about my career is you never know what's coming next, because you could be like, oh, I'm not doing anything, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're in Mexico or you're in South America. Like you just never know.
Yeah.
And most of it happens really quickly. So we'll see. I know that I'm basically spoken for all of spring.
There you go.
And then would like to do another movie for Hallmark this summer, and then we'll
Very
see.
cool.
Oh, absolutely. And then hopefully that follow up to A Country Wedding.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I should say, though, the movie that you just mentioned that you were filming, the Hallmark fans are going to love that one, because there's another person from the Hallmark that you've done, 2 movies with, correct?
Oh, yeah. Antonio's in it. Antonio Cupo. I've done two Hallmark movies with.
Very
He's
nice.
in La Llorona. But it's very different. It's very dark. It's a horror movie.
Right.
Like,
Wow.
let's preface it with saying that. I'm not like, if you love Hallmark movies, you'll love this scary supernatural thriller. No, it's very, very dark. But sometimes also, again, like I need to go and do that type of work because, like, just to stretch myself as an actor too. Absolutely.
Valley of Bones, a great example. I mean,
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
like a hardcore drama that was totally away from the romantic comedy type stuff.
Yeah, and my character was not a very likable character. Certainly not a heart-centered character like most of the Hallmark characters are.
Right.
She was very closed,
Yeah.
and that was a good challenge to be like, okay, how do I play this character who's the lead of this movie, who's not particularly likable,
Yeah.
and doesn't want to be liked. She's very walled off, and that was a great challenge.
Yeah, that the first scene early on with the son, where it's like she could like really, the son doesn't want to talk to me. Oh well, kind of.
Exactly.
I was like, whoa, this is different. But it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was honestly really crazy, because getting prepared for this interview, we were watching like different clips of what you've been in and stuff, and we watched the George Lopez episode where you were a bully, and we thought that was just so weird because you're like the nicest person ever.
Yeah. you give her a good shove. Here, take this pillow. I was like, what is this going on? Like,
I forgot. Yeah, and there's some line. I was on this show that was short-lived when I was playing teenager, still called Birds of Prey. I was a bully on that one too, and my line was something. I was teasing the main girl, and my line was like, "Hey, zipper girl." Like that's all I remember from it, and I'm like, that was the insult.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
WB show, I think. And
yes.
Like, hey, zipper girl.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea. The fanboys just went crazy. I just went crazy because I'm a geek. I'll admit I'm a comic geek. Birds of Prey was an awesome show. I hated that it got canceled.
Oh my God, you know it.
Yes, of course I know it with Black Canary and Batgirl and like I was. Yes, it was huge. And I'll tell you what else. It was awesome to see you with another like fanboy geek moment. Kevin Weissman in Human Target.
Oh my goodness,
I went back and watched Human Target. I watched it. Yeah, when it was first on, but then I was streaming it again, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute!
Autumn's in here.
Autumn's in it. I didn't even realize." But so
now he's on like a Marvel show with a bunch of my other friends, which is really cool.
Yeah,
Runaways. Oh, now she's really killing it with the fanboys. We love Runaways too.
She really is.
And I'm sure you saw. We all of us here. We were like when they announced that they were casting Lois on Supergirl. We're like, please.
Yeah, we were pushing for you.
I mean,
you guys are sweet.
You would definitely be a kick-ass Lois Lane.
Yeah,
there's no
definitely.
doubt about it. I mean, that would be kick-ass. So, okay, fanboys are checked.
Right,
Hallmarkies are checked. What else do we have?
One more fanboy, reminiscing about some of your previous characters. I just got done watching Entourage, and man, talk about a strong female character when she's sticking up to Ari. That was just epic.
Lizzie Grant. She's my favorite, hands down.
Yeah.
Lizzie Grant, I think, is my favorite character of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, the way,
just
brilliance.
your interaction with Piven was just honestly amazing.
I loved that. That was so much fun. I learned a lot from playing that character, too, because she was so outspoken and sure of herself, and that was not how I felt in my life during that period of time, and so I learned a lot from stepping into her shoes.
Yeah, Lizzie didn't take any shit.
No, she did it.
She was like, not going to do it.
She was like, listen, you did this to me, so I'm going to expose you to the world.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Have you seen Deadline?
Yeah.
What? Uh-oh. But we have to, because I mean we can't do an interview without you and not mention, because fans would cut the OC.
The OC.
Obviously. I mean, I think everybody, Taylor Townsend, right? It's like insane the amount of people that you have that are fans of yours and follow still to this day from the OC.
Yeah, thank goodness. I know that show meant a lot to a lot of people, and so did that character, and so I feel really lucky that I was a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, huge. And who knew, right? He ended up on a fanboy show of Gotham.
Yeah, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, Ben.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it's all connected.
Exactly. It's crazy.
It's all connected. Yeah, that was hilarious. She posted the other day something like with the robe, and it's like, didn't I wear this in OC? And it just blew up.
Yeah,
OC,
you're like, oh my gosh.
I was thinking about that when I was wearing it. I was like, why do I own this? Because it's not my style.
Yeah.
I've had it forever, and I was like, what? Where on earth? And then I was like, I think this has to have been from a show.
Oh my goodness.
This has to have been from a show. And then I suddenly was like, I think this is from the OC. And luckily everybody confirmed it.
Yeah. Quickly. Yeah. Yes, it's this episode. Yeah. That episode. I was like, wow.
So great.
I know. And the costumer from the show confirmed it.
Well, there you go.
Too. I was like, well, Claire, you would know.
You would.
And then she sent you the bill. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Also, I want to bring up, too, for people who don't know, because, and they should be following you on Instagram if they don't, you are a fantastic photographer.
Yeah, seriously.
The pictures that you post are just absolutely beautiful. You really have like an eye to capture this stuff.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I love the most following it is seeing all the different locations when you're filming or just on vacation and these beautiful shots.
Oh my goodness, the bookstore one.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
The bookstore one was epic.
Yeah.
But just when you're in the mountains or wherever, you just have a real eye for it, and keep doing that, please, because there's an avenue there too. You could totally be behind the camera somewhere.
That's what I love about Instagram, too. I love being able to communicate visually. I mean, I was an artist first. I was trained as an artist growing up, and I had an art scholarship, and my dad was a photographer, and I took a lot of photography classes, and so I always thought that was something that I would pursue, but then obviously followed the acting route, and so it's been really nice with the invention of Instagram.
Absolutely.
Just sort of get to share that side of myself with people too. It's really nice.
Yeah, you could definitely. I mean, there's like every now and then there's like, I wish you would sell that one. I wish I could buy that one. Like, Like,
All
seriously.
taken on an iPhone. I know. Every now and then I start going like, oh, I should get my camera out again, because I used to shoot on film, and then I finally like updated to like a good Canon digital.
Ooh,
But
nice.
the ease of the iPhone is just, it's so
Yeah.
hard to beat.
It
I
is.
think if I was realistic with myself, I'm like, I'm not going to be taking a full analog camera everywhere. I just know
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
you know?
Again, knows her. It's just fantastic. So real too. Plus, I got to imagine with the kids and everything, that'd be a little difficult to
Right.
carry all the gear
Yeah,
around all the
exactly.
time.
That's when I stopped taking photos with my actual camera, when I had kids. And then it was like, okay, so I'm going to travel with my camera and the diaper bag and the bottles and all of this stuff. And it was just, the camera was the first thing to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Completely understand.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but so yeah, just like I said, I really want to stress this for people who aren't following you, and we've gonna put up your social media handles and everything, but Instagram especially, because you're just very inspirational. Be it the pictures that you post or the comments that you leave, or I love the quotes every day and the different things that you do. I think your society needs more people like you. Somebody who's been through some stuff but didn't let it take it down, and finds the positive in everything, and can somehow, let people know that everything is okay. And if there were more people like you, I think society'd be far better.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. And so everybody follow her, Autumn_Reeser on Instagram. It's like, yeah, it's hard not to be inspired by you. So
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
congratulations again on all of the success. So Love on the Menu, that's tomorrow night. It premieres tomorrow night, 7 p.m., right?
I think it's at 8.
8? Well, I'm in the Central, so I always
right,
say
yeah.
7.
I think it's at 8.
Okay, 8 p.m. So 7 p.m. my time, but or anybody in the Central Zone. So that's tomorrow, and then again, you kick off the play Too Much Sun when March what?
March 2nd. We open next weekend.
And like I said, just best of luck with the play and everything that you're doing. And what we like to do towards the end of the interview is we always like to have, because we do have a lot of listeners also that are trying to get into the industry or might be scared to take that jumper. What advice would you have for somebody trying to get into the industry, or maybe what pitfalls to avoid trying to get into the industry?
Get into acting class. So many people get out here and they're like, I need headshots and an agent. And it's like, no, you need to learn how to do the job first.
That's right.
It's like, don't go and get all the tools. And it's like people who are like going to go skiing and they go buy all the ski gear, but they have no idea. They've never been skiing before.
That's a great
It's
analogy.
like,
Hell yeah.
okay, maybe just rent for a little bit. Like get your, that's my advice. Like read everything you can. And I don't mean just necessarily about the industry, just read about stories. Like you're a storyteller. So, get to know yourself, go to therapy. I recommend that to everybody, just period. And you're going to need it in this industry. And start training. Don't worry about all the other stuff. It comes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great advice, and we hear that from a lot. Almost all of our guests, that same advice. Classes, learn classes, and train constantly. Who was it? I think William Daniels, Mr. Feeney said, I'm a professional auditioner.
Exactly.
You're always kind of learning the craft, and so that's great advice. We couldn't be more happy that you joined us on the show today, honestly.
Yeah.
Just truly a wonderful person.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for putting positive content out there in the world.
Of course.
I try. I'm not nearly as good at it as you are. I'm learning, but I try.
I think you're great.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
It's so nice.
Yeah, like I said, we're all huge fans. My daughter just loves you. She hated she couldn't be here for the interview today,
Yeah.
but
Aw, so sweet.
Well, okay. Open invite, by the way.
Yeah.
If we definitely want you to come back on and talk about the next project, and especially the next Hallmark movie, or just anytime you want to come on and shoot the shit.
Yeah, anytime.
Anytime. Open invite.
I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, we can't be more appreciative that you came on, and we're going to let you go because I know you're probably headed back to doing something because you're always busy. So,
Going to rehearsal.
back to more rehearsals. There it is. Thank you, Autumn. We really appreciate you coming on. Like I said, anytime you're more than welcome.
Thank you. It was really nice talking to you guys.
You too.
Thank you.
Take care now.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.